Okay. There we go. Okay, I think we're getting ourselves sorted. I think that is everything we can be ready for. Right, close that. Close that. Very much close that. Don't close that. Don't close that. Anything else we don't need? We don't need battlefield. Good. Right. There we go. So yes. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Star Citizen. I know, scary. We've been doing lots of... Oh, is it actually turning it into... Oh, it is. Oh. Right. How do we get rid of that? There we go. Perfect. So, welcome back to Star Citizen. And today, we're going to be doing a little bit of a chill day. I'm not going to go crazy. In keeping with what I was saying... I like that peaceful spectrum. But no, in keeping with what I was saying earlier regarding... Well, in the channel update, regarding taking a break from Red Dead Redemption... I decided I would hop on to play some Star Citizen. And coincidentally, we also, funnily enough, we actually are playing, there's an event going on known as the Resource Drive. So, some of you who are in the Star Citizen sphere, actually to be fair, I probably should have looked at the tags for this, shouldn't I? Because this is all stuff from previous years. And I probably should have looked into that one, but oh well. But yeah, so previously there's been... Is there any information I can... Yes, there is. Sweet. So I can quickly add some extra tags. So boom, boom, and boom. So yes, basically we have been enjoying ourselves rather nicely. Patch 4.3, 4.3. There we go. Perfect. Just getting ourselves ready for that. And getting ourselves sorted. Perfect. So, as I was saying, need to be careful with these things because it's being a bit of a pain. So as I was saying before, basically we are currently doing the resource drive. There we go. Perfect. Yes. You better say now number 5. That's a great way to start. Anyway, like I was saying before, so today we're going to be doing some missions with the resource drive. So in Star Citizen 4.3, we've had the resource drive mission events go on an extended duration because of all of the nice things people have been saying about the freight elevators and the fact that they've not at all been breaking. So CIG thought it would be because we've loved it so much, we should just keep on doing it. So we are. And I'm finally getting the actual chance to do these things without having it all go to pot. So the plan for today, for a couple of hours, is we're going to do some hauling missions, whilst also not... the plan for today is we're going to go do some hauling missions, whilst everyone else is going to go around playing shooty shoot with the new Stanton mission areas. I'm seeing a lot of people wearing the same things today, and I'm seeing some guys with actual gear on them. We've got Novikovs with Pembroke backpacks. I'm seeing P4s, Gallants with EM Stabilizer Mark IIs. I'm seeing some pretty solid helmets. a lot of combat gear. These guys are decked out for a very specific reason. Looks like they're about to go have some fun. So, meanwhile, we're going to do our own. Anyway. So, yes, hope you guys have been having a good day. I have been doing okay. Well, work-wise, things have been busy with work. But apart from that, things have been entertaining at least. Yeah. Wait a minute. Do I have access to my hangar? Oh, we do. Nice, okay. Okay. Anyway, so yeah.
Welcome to the AUEC vehicle retrieval system.
So we're gonna go quickly into Asgard territory. Yeah. Yeah.
Your vehicle has been replaced visitors again.
Oh, you've got to be joking. I guess I can't litter the place. Okay. Resource drive. Bring us resources. Boom. And let's see what we got. Large one? Yep.
Favorite contractor. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but as soon as you finish this contract, I've got like 2 more I could use you on. So probably shouldn't be wasting time, right? We'll talk later.
Nice, nice. And we have our ship ready to go. So yes, we are rolling in the Asgard today. I know that there is the raft and there is the ability to upgrade.
Back for another job. That's great. Our Corp appreciates you and all that stuff. Just try to get it done ASAP, okay? Great, thanks.
But yeah, so we've got the missions to complete for Arcor, and the reason why is because, for those who don't know, there's basically an event going on called Resource Drive as part of the whole regen crisis. So each of the planets around Stanton are requiring certain missions and resources that need to be taken up, and obviously we are the plucky volunteers who's helping out get that shit sorted. So it's going to be quite relaxing today, nothing too intense. We're just going to be doing some stuff. I'm going to adjust the audio just slightly. There we go. That's super loud. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, if my voice is too quiet or too loud or whichever. I am, like, probably going to mute this down. Oh, we don't. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, like halfway should be fine for that one. For what we need. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh. I don't know why it wanted me to go to Virginia. Mission areas. Right. Is it not tracking? Contracts. Yeah. On track. Track. Oh, hang on. Contracts. On track. Track. On Arc Core Virginia. Okay. Arc. Bingo. Mining area 45. Is it not working? Right, well, could be glitched, could be not glitched, we're not too sure. But anyway, let's see if we've got a contract for us. So, I'm going to take my lovely little Asgard. I will say, the Asgard is a really nice ship. In terms of, like... It's a very, very good ship, but unfortunately she's come with very poor stock components. So I'm going to need to... I'm going to need to focus in on... There we go. I'm going to need to focus in on trying to... there we go. On getting some better components for it. But then again, I'm also currently working my way up to get more monies. So I can... I don't know why it's not showing my money for this one. Unless... Okay, that's fine. Where's my money for this one? Okay. They're not showing how much money. Oh, there it is, bottom right. Mining area 45. Oh, they've changed the music. Nice. I've not actually had the music on for so long. It's very spacey, very nice. Appreciated. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in terms of performance as well. If you're noticing the stream is lagging out a lot or is really struggling, let me know, and I'll try and do my best to improve upon that particular thing. But yeah, so we're going to try and see if we can get that stuff sorted. Hopefully in the near future, I'm going to be able to upgrade my graphics card, because currently that is the only thing now that is keeping me... is kind of bottlenecking everything else. Now, obviously, there's other things, other games and stuff, that other features that I could probably do with improving CPU, other DDR5 RAM, that sort of crap. But at the same time, I'm in a kind of weird hybrid, so I'm hopeful that, you know, while I'm not going to aim to get, like, the highest quality, if I can get, like, a pretty solid frames per second with a... Is it just one? It's just one, of course. A bloody course. That the new... No, that's someone else's ship. That is a Mustang that's been schnookered. You know what? There needs to be a new... Yeah. I don't know if someone's landed there or whatever, but... They need to change the... They definitely need to looking to change the Armistice Zone rules. For two reasons, really. The first is areas which have multiple... Well, areas that only have one... There we go. Areas that only have one of the freight elevators. They need to make it so that you can access your... You can still access... There you go. Probably a little bit further forwards. Down, yeah. So they need to remove the Armistice Zones, or need to upgrade the Armistice Zones so that you can get rid of ships like that. Because the problem is these outposts that you can't do anything with in Stanton end up making it impossible for you to complete missions, because either A, someone's parked their ship in a really shitty spot, and because you can't blow them up, all you can do is just watch as the entire thing just sort of sits there. And to add insult to injury, I do have my helmet on. Yes, good. And to add insult to injury, if you try and do something, you get into trouble. And it's like, but the fucker is blocking. He's actively blocking. And you can't do anything. You're the bad guy if you do anything, which is really irritating. Okay, so someone's abandoned their job? Question mark? Is there someone's... Oh, someone's just killed themselves. Of course, their backpack is not available. Let's see what this guy's got on him. He's got a proper backpack, and he's got a pretty solid Harvester multi. He's got magazines. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping we do also change the... Yeah, it looks like someone's just dumped their ship, and just... typical. Oh, hello. I do believe that's the new ship, I think. Could be wrong. But no, I think what would be nice is if you could, in Stanton at least, you could have some kind of... Oh, yeah, there it is. It's a very fucked one. Oh, yeah, it's fucked. Somebody's dumped their ship. Anyway. Yeah, no, I think what they need to do is they need to make it so that you can still salvage in areas like this once you've bought a permit or something. That is something that I honestly think I need to probably spend a few minutes theorizing and crafting an idea for what a new gameplay loop would be. Because, I'll be honest with you, that shit needs to be a thing. Right, I'm going to borrow this guy's device so we can do whatever. I might hop into this guy's MSR and move it so I can get access to my stuff, just to make it a little easier. But if you're not going to take, you can run them. Intriguing. Is it bugged? Ah, he's in a bit of a bug state. Okay. So if we... Please redrive while the internal error. I know that it says it will go into a state of what have you. I know there's a thing that it can do where it will sort of fix itself after a while, but you have to kind of wait for it to fix itself. That's a rover. Nice. Anything in storage? No. Okay, sweet. Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay. Well, let's have a little bit of a quick look. It's funny, bloody typical. I have absolutely no problems when playing this thing in the last few days, and now, of all the days, it's like, yep. So I need to put this in. Verification fails, please retry. It's probably Sod's Law. Right, let's have a look, see. For some reason, that contract is... It keeps only showing that one. So share, track. But it's not then doing this. Right, well what we'll do is we'll get other ones, other bits sorted. Is it just not budging? Because I know that if you... I know that they've got a fix for these things. Right, well, I'll tell you what. Whilst we're waiting for this, rather than wasting time on this, well, let's go find another contract. Because one location that's slightly bugged is better to get on and do some other things for that. But yeah, no, I've been able to get to tier 3 with the current setup that we've had. So if you bear with, let's go to here. Arc core. Medium. Please don't be red. It's not red. Good. Let's get that one going. Whereabouts are you looking? Ah, there we go.
Hi, Altiana with Encore was just calling you to say... Sorry, totally blanked on why I called. There's too many things going on. Anyway, if I remember, I'll call you back. Sorry, good luck with the contract.
Anyway, yeah, so... The Resource Drive event is basically... Yeah, no, the Resource Drive event is a pretty fun event. I like this a lot. And... Oh, there we go. Just need something that's a little bit more... Yeah, no, as I was saying before, though, I do kind of feel like we need to have the... We do need to have some more... We need to have some armistice zones in Stanton be adjusted so that if an area is inactive for... Or if a ship is inactive in the area for an extended duration, it becomes free game. And also, to be fair, you don't have to do a lot when it comes to outpost defenses on certain planets. Like, seriously. All you have to do... Is it on this planet here? Is it on this planet at all? You better not be saying it's the same place. No, it's on the other side. Oh, no, it's... no, that's deliver. Collect shipment. That is on this side. Good. Oh, it's voila. Lovely. But no, so all you have to do in order to get this, you know, the outpost in Stanton resolved, or at least fixed enough, is have a series of turrets that basically defend the territory like in other locations. And you don't have to do much because you can treat it like the bunker defense location. So the turrets will be more than capable of defending themselves against other things. Make them indestructible if you have to be super pedantic about whether or not a player can do anything. Then if the player wants to be an extra ass and, you know, doesn't immediately go down, then you can go and have reinforcements spawn in after like 5 minutes. And depending on what particular planet, you know, the people who own said planet, you will just get a police force in about 5 minutes time to deal with it. But here's the thing. What there needs to be is a means for you to be able to, you know, to quantum to the location, spot the ships that have been dumped there by randoms who just dumping player stuff around, and then you're going to be like, right, okay, we're going to quickly, you know, we're going to dump these ships in this location, but, shock and horror, you're then going to immediately, I'm going way too fast. Stop scanning and start boosting. There we go. that would have been bad. But no, so as I was saying before, yeah, if you have that kind of system in place, you're not going to have you're not going to have nearly enough issues of players who will, take up server locations. Like, for example, there are loads of ships in Stanton just scattered around, which produces a load on the server /shard. It makes it a pain in the arse for other players to have to deal with, and then you've got salvagers just sitting there waiting for you to do, you've got salvagers waiting there, just begging to be able to do this. And you could give them such a fucking wondrous job and everything. Like, seriously, you'd be earning them billions of ISK. Well, yeah, I'm going to say billions of ISK, but you know what I mean. Like, billions of Alpha UEC because of the sheer scale of the deliveries and everything. And all you would have to do is just allow them to earn enough reputation with a particular provider. It doesn't have to be a big fancy pants one. It can be something simple. I'm going to take off slightly and go slightly further forwards and then down. Perfect. Yeah, like, that would be so much better. That would be so much better than having to deal with all of the bullshit of what we've been having for the last however many patches, because it just fixes things. It doesn't fix things by an astronomical level, sure, but it does make things a little easier, and it provides a nice fun gameplay loop for all the salvagers out there, because it incentivizes players to not be assholes to each other. Right, okay, let's have a look, see. Loading contents. There we go. That's more like it. So we get a certain amount of allocations for this, but this is where it all kind of works out to. Right, so that's going to come up to the top. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get my little atlas, my little atlas. Oh, okay. Frames are a little bit rough. Don't know if that's my frames or if that's the choppiness. It says excellent condition and excellent connection. So let me know, guys, if you're seeing decent connections with this. Alright. Come on. There we go. Like, it says healthy, but is it? That's the real question. Right, yeah, put it on the far side. Also, Atlas, holy shit. Seriously. It is beyond ridiculous how good the Atlas is. I'm not losing any frames. Hang on, let me just quickly test something. Right, let's get the streaming. Okay. Boom. Oh, for God's sake. Yes. Okay, so let's go quickly to view channel. There we go. Yeah, no, one thing I've also learned throughout this event is how useful the Atlas is. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it is good. It is very good. Like, I'd say... There you go. I'd say that the Atlas is, for this kind of event, is absolutely perfect for it. Same thing goes for the raft. You know, the raft was built for an event like this, and it... Oh, there we go. So, it's definitely worth... It's definitely worth having a look into that one. It's really nice. Right, let's have a look, see... Okay, sweet. We'll go for the one, size 1 SU. Pop you there. Perfect. Right, grab you. Of course. Nope, no. That's how it broke last time. The only thing I would say that kind of sucks about the Atlas is it has a tendency to make it awkward to like move things around a bit, which sounds a bit okay. It has a tendency. It doesn't allow you to be as precise with its movements as, for example, having the gravity gun would be, or the max lift tractor beam, to give it its official name. So the max lift tractor beam is really, really, really useful because it basically allows you to carry pretty much anything, anything in terms of SCU on, on or around the hangar bays and everything like that. But for some reason, this particular the Atlas, for some reason, despite having the ability to carry far more items, is just more awkward to handle and wield. You can't be as precise with its movements. So that's where what I call the gravity gun is, in my opinion, more advantageous, because you have more abilities to, you can pick things up, place them exactly where you need them to be placed, whereas is there isn't any sign of anything else, is there? No, not really. Okay. I don't see anything. No, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, no, the Atlas is really good, but it has its limitations. I hope that they improve the Atlas a bit so you can have an ability to, like, raise things above your head height so you can see where the hell you want to place them. But unfortunately, for the time being, it's just limited to just at your head height, which makes it very difficult for you to plop shit down. And I'm like, that's not very helpful. Right. Let's take up a couple of contracts. Let's take up one more contract, because I think I can do another medium one, if there's another medium one going. Small cargo needs hauling it. Yep, that's fine. I think the big one, unfortunately, is glitched, because it's... Yeah, I'm going to abandon that one. Can I abandon that one? Yeah, like it's bugged, I think. Right, okay. Well, we'll get this one, and I'll track this now.
Hey, it's Elle. Thanks for handling another job. I'm sure you'll do great. Our corp really needs all the competent people we can get right now. What? Yeah, I'm hanging up.
Right, hang on. Where does it want it? Is it located here? Oh, if it was, that would be super handy. No. No fucking way it was. Get in. That's brilliant. I'm not going to lie. I'm genuinely ecstatic about that. I'm like, yes, boys. That's very handy. Thank you very much. I'll get you that. Sweet. Okay, so that's that sorted. We're going to transfer you back up. So let's go get the Atlas again. Okay, nice. So we're going to be able to get at least a... Yeah, we're going to get a pretty decent amount of stuff from you, which will be lovely. I do like the Atlas, though. Like, more so... I have to admit, I've used this thing more so in this event than anything else before. So yeah, no, I am really liking this. Right, I realise I also need to make sure that I have a walkway from this, because if I don't, I'm kind of boned. I mean, to be fair, worst case scenario, I can kind of just dump it in a sort of... Right, let me just Careful, careful. Is there not a place for me to plonk it? No. Of course not. There you go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, no, like this thing is really game. Fucking really. Come on, there you go. Yeah, no, this thing is really good. And if it was more like this every time, so every time you went to anything, or it was like this, then oh my god, it would be one of the most useful. Oh, okay, sweet. If it was like this every time with any kind of object, because this particular device does have a giant tractor beam in comparison to like its counterparts, you know, but yeah, no, as I said, it's good. It's good. Alright, let's get you in. I keep fucking doing that. Why is the entire elevator space a goddamn target? The freight elevator, or the elevator freights. Whoa. Anyway. But yeah, no, I will say, I've been recently getting back into Star Citizen, and I won't lie, it's not been like it's not been a smooth sailing journey, but I decided recently to give Pyro, to actually go to Pyro and see if I could get any kind of real enjoyment out of it. And I won't lie, I did. I really did find Pyro to be more enjoyable than I previously would have thought. Because with Stanton, obviously it's a lore-abiding space, so there are things that will be fun to do, or there's things to do, and there is more things to do now than there was when I gave up with Star Citizen. But everything just felt restrictive, everything felt frustrating, and even doing this event, I'm feeling the strain of this event, or I'm feeling the strain of this. Oh, there we go. I'm feeling the strain of Stanton because there are things that I'm like, why can't you just be like Pyro and just do this? Why do I have to, why can't I just go to an area and bloody put a, why can't I just go to a zone and just salvage the ships there like I can do in Pyro? And it's just like, ugh. Or why can't I just shoot loot this guy's corpse like I can kind of do in Pyro? I mean, to be fair, that's more of a looting system. Yeah, that's the current looting system in Star Citizen, to be honest with you, which I'll be brutal, and this is probably going to be controversial for some people. Oh dear. There we go. But yeah, like, going controversial, I kind of don't really like the fact that we don't lose gear in the verse. Like, I'm not saying we should encourage PvPers to grief us and to do whatever. I think there should be like a 50-50. I think on the one hand, you need to have the ability to, there needs to be the risk. You want to have the excitement of, oh fuck, if I go down, everything I've got on me is potentially at a loss here, and that is something you want to be careful about for sure. But when it comes to, there is also the other side of the coin, which is this game has a tendency to kill you in the most annoying and frustrating circumstances. And when that happens, I do 100% agree, it needs to be it needs to be in a way that allows the player to still be able to get the gear back, to be able to feel like, so that way they've not been cheated out of the system. So, I'm not saying it's an easy fix, but I definitely feel like we do need to, at some point, have the ability to lose our gear again. Just so we don't end up having this extra sanitized version of... Like, because the thing is, the whole point of this game is it's meant to be a survival in space. We're meant to have the excitement, and I know that you can loot the backpacks of items, but I feel like if someone goes down and they are... What is that? Is that a Starlight's attack? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's an 890. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. It's been so long since I've seen an 890 in the wild that when you finally do, you're thinking, oh, what the fuck's that? Careful, careful. Oh, looks like they're just getting themselves ready for a party. Okay. Oh, it's over there. Yeah. So no, like when it comes to so when it comes to stuff like survival or death or whatever, I just feel like there should be an inherent risk. And yes, it really is annoying when you die to bullshit, and I'm not disputing that. And I also think there should be some kind of way in order to protect your character should you end up having a glitched out death or a death due to cheater or something like that. Just something that allows you to be able to recover your things if your death is by a cheating scanner. Now, I realize that's a very fucking difficult thing to do, to accomplish, which is where I'm like, it kind of the item recovery thing probably would be the better, the lesser of evils in that respect. But at the same time, I think that would probably be a thing I would like to see. Just because I feel like then when you come across a bunch of ships in salvage and you see, you come across a corpse, instead of having to think, well, whoop-de-doo, I've got a body here that doesn't do anything. Like, I think I've still got a corpse, unless he's disappeared. Yeah, he's disappeared. Like, when you've got a corpse of someone who you've discovered, like, someone has killed themselves, and their body is just chilling there, I think I should be able to loot the corpse. Just saying. Because Star Citizen's for profit, and if you want to make profit, then you take every opportunity you're given. And if someone, if someone decided that they didn't give a shit about their character's health anymore, then it's not my fault that their shit isn't there when they wake up. But no, this is where this is where I would say, going back to the main point, I find myself enjoying playing Pyro more, because the game, while there is a chance of being pirated and stuff, and obviously you are likely to get killed and everything else like that, it still feels more free. It feels like it feels more fun having that knowledge of, hey, I can die. It's not all, it's not all roses and sweets and roses. There is an inherent risk to that, but the profitability levels feel way more satisfying when you've done that. And more importantly as well, if you've had yourself a pretty solid haul, rather than flying through and landing at some rando section and stuff, it's actually pretty cool, because you can go to Stanton and you can feel like the change of pace. So if you've been doing shit inside the Pyro sector for a while, and then you finally go back to finger quote civilization for a time, it just feels refreshing, And that's the cool thing. Like, credit where credit due. Star Citizen has been doing, despite all of the issues with stability, which, yeah, I'm not going to lie, that definitely deserves to be called out, but at least we've had you can't deny that we've got the playability that, there is a level of playability in this, involved in this. And that, to a higher extent, to a more or lesser extent, we've gotten a shitloads to do in this game at the moment, and the resource drive events are fun things that give us incentive to go on. I'm hoping that by the time I get to focus on, at the moment I'm trying to see if I can focus on getting this event, or get to tier 5 Arcor rewards, and then I'm going to focus immensely on Hurston. If I have enough time, I will then do maybe Microtech or Crusader, but to be honest with you, it's more Arcor and Hurston that I want to get the rewards from, because they have some really fucking cool. Arcor and Hurston have some really cool skins, and I definitely want to go for that. So yeah, I'm definitely down for doing more of that. There we go. Right, okay. So, taking a little bit of time, unfortunately, but the first mission wasn't quite as successful, but we have been able to get on to the next one. At the moment, it's not letting me get anything out from... Yeah, it's not letting me... I'm having to cross the threshold into my warehouse, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. just means I have to do back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Alright. I will say, using the Argo, so Atlas, has vastly sped up my time doing this. I used to do, for a while, I was doing all of these with the with the gravity gun, and it took an age. And I realize now how much time I've been wasting doing cargo stuff with the, like, even when in the past I had access to the Atlas. Now, admittedly, this was before it was available inside the warehouse. So I could have saved time. I might have not saved time. We'll never know. But what I will say is that since getting the Atlas now, or since seeing its capabilities inside this, I am going to be buying these things in-game every fucking chance I get. If it wouldn't be for the fact that the ASOP terminals would have miles worth of, like, because it doesn't have a filtering system at all, like, it doesn't have any kind of real organization to it, it's just an alphabetical system, I would have probably a mile length of just Atlas, Atlas, and then maybe one other ship, and then more Atlas. Mushroom. Oi. There we go. But yeah, if there was a filtration system that allowed me to buy a fuck ton of Atlases, but not spend forever being in the ASOP terminals whenever I wanted to get a new ship, then yeah, no, 100% I would be buying them in everywhere. And to be frank, I will be like, yeah, no, you're using an Atlas. An Atlas is a god, and you will have him as your friend. Oh, no, fuck. Right, you go there. You. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Right. You, that. You, that. See? Wasn't that hard. Right, you. Pop you there for the moment. Right, grab you. Oh, excuse me. Come on. No, fuck you. Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, it worked. Right, okay. How are we diddling? Do we have any more left? No! Huzzay! Right, we're going to pop you back in the thing. Probably what I'll do is, instead of blocking the only access I have to the flight area, I'm going to instead put it to the side, like an intelligent person would. Look at that. Mr. Jaeger has a brain. Shockingly. Right. I'm going to go see if there's any other missions whilst we're doing this. I might even do a combat-y thing, just so that way we can spruce things up. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'll get like an extra thingamabob. Nice. Happy days. No, I've not been given the thing yet. There's no way I could really measure this as well, which is kind of annoying. Unless there's a journal. I'm nearly at 2 million, though, which is good. Journal. Oh, okay, no, that's... Oh, no, that's jurisdictions. Okay, never mind. Right. Let's get a new one started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Mining Area 61. Everybody, let's get into it. Yeah, oh, come on. Right, let's do this. Wow. Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded. Right. If we can be cheeky bricky of Dumpka, we can potentially get some more things for that. Right. Ah, yeah, maximum Q8. Whereabouts are you? Right, there you go. Right, so that's the first two-ish contracts complete. Once we've done that, we should be able to get another couple contracts done. I think this will be the maximum you can lift for that.
Cool stuff. Nice to see someone actually doing their job for a change. Okay, I better get back to it. Have a good one.
Right, hangar request complete. Fantastic. Yeah, so the thing I will say that kind of sucks about the Asgard, and the only thing I would say that kind of puts the Raft at a major advantage over the Asgard, is that the Asgard is not a dedicated cargo transport, so the hangar bay inside is not what you would call as... It would not be as what we would say... it's not as optimized for cargo hauling, so you can only do so much with the cargo inside the Asgard. And because of the arches on the top of the ship's hangar bay, well, carry area, it's not as good as it could be.
Just fix it. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, right, new contract. Good luck, and try to make sure everything gets where it's supposed to go.
Sweet. But yeah, so basically, the the Asgard is perfect for many other things, but if I was to be brutally honest with you, I think the Raft would be much better suited for this op. But sadly, we're not in such a lovely position as to... Right. Can I quantum to you, please? I mean, worst case scenario, we can, just fly there, but I don't really fancy it. Oh, this music. Love this music. That is easily my favorite music of entire Star Citizen's history. Like, I keep hearing it, but I don't think it's actually... What the hell? Okay. Probably should, do that instead. Yeah, I think like they've changed it. We'll go back to non-motion music. Okay, sweet. Let's have a look. See, is it just the one? What is it with the one? Also, I think I've been here before. I think I have. Yes, I think we've actually just come to the same place that we went to before. Yeah, we have. Lol. Okay. I mean, to be fair, this has a working elevator, so I'm not complaining. But that... I could have sworn that Origin 400i has been there for quite some time. Oh, shit. Nudge, 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 down, 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 and done. But yes, as I was saying before, the Asgard's limited... The only limitation the Asgard has is that it has the... there we go. Yeah, it has the limitation of not being a dedicated transport, like a dedicated hauler. It can haul vehicles, and that's its main purpose in life, and occasionally dropping other things. But the big bucks well, yeah. It's not, yeah, that's the main important for it. That's the thing that it's mostly specialized in. Other things it can do, Like, it can kind of do combat. It can kind of do a whole sorts. But not... Well, it can't do dedicated hauling, which is not great. I mean, I love it. I'm still going to use it. I still find it excessively... I find it excessively helpful. It's just not as good as it could be, which is the main problem we've got. I don't know why I got into the bloody thing when I don't have the bloody stuff outside. Right, let's go get the stuff. Do. Hello. Oh, excuse me. I am yawning a bit. Have we been streaming for an hour already? Yeah, 50 bloody minutes. Right. Let's move you slightly further back, and then we can get you sorted. Just so that way when I hop onto you, I'm not having to fanny ass around moving bits and pieces all over the place. But yeah, no, I think if I can get enough cash to... Yeah, if I can get enough cash to do... Or to purchase in-game a raft, I think that would be far more effective than if I tried to... There we go, perfect. Yeah, if I can get that instead of having the... To have to do in-game, IRL. Because at the moment I've got the Kruger... I've got the Kruger ship, the new Kruger ship, available to me, and I really like it. I think it's a fantastic ship. I'm slightly reluctant to upgrade, but I know that I'm not a light fighter pilot, and considering there are other ships and other packages that I probably would benefit far more from than what I've got at the moment, I'm kind of wanting to do it, but then I would have spent like 80 quid this month already on upgrading to the raft. And I'm a little reluctant to do that at the moment, considering budgetary things. It's like, I also need food and bills being paid. And 80 quid on a thing. I mean, I spent 50 quid upgrading from the MTC to the Kruger. So that's already a quite large expense for that one. So I was kind of not really wanting to add to that. But the raft is extremely useful. But I can get the raft in... The reason why I haven't is quite simply I can get the raft in-game. I can't get the... the raft is something that I can work towards, and I had 3 million available, but I spent it on an additional vulture so that I could have a spare vulture if shit went wrong in Pyro. And because my other vulture in the previous patch was inside one of my friend's ships, basically stored in one of my friend's Idris's, which at this point I think Nimbus is probably going to be selling his Idris at some point. Well, I say selling. Downgrading, melting his Idris, and then getting himself ready for the next thing. Because now with the the supposed upgrade of the Kraken, and I'm going to call it an upgrade because a redesign, they made it more useful than before, obviously means that the Kraken, being the ultimate desire of many players out there, could, I'm not saying it is, it could be something that might be more appealing as a carrier than the Idris. Because the Idris is great, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful ship. It has all of the necessary defensive systems and logistical mindsets to be able to go into many operations, as well as being a self-contained unit. So, it can withstand the pressures of a deep space mission, and it could probably comfortably have enough, it has the ability for enough players to comfortably live inside of it for a number of days. But the problem is that it's only so much. Like, the logistical side of things, it can only do so much for the civilian market areas, whereas the Kraken has more flexibility as a carrier. And obviously the other thing is that the Idris is a military vessel which can only house a few ships at a time. And those are light fighters primarily. So if you have the issue that we have where you've got, whereas the Kraken, you could store vessels you could store multiple large vessels on your ship. So the fact that we have such a... oh, bloody hell. The fact that we have such a option with the Kraken, I think the only reason why people wanted to go for I think one of the reasons why the Idris would be selling out at the moment is, apart from the fact that it is now available in game, it is also like one of the few a few carriers you could actually have that houses more than just like one vehicle inside. I think it's like a first. I don't know if it's like the first dedicated carrier, but it's not really a dedicated carrier, so it doesn't really count. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling at the moment because I'm focusing a lot on not trying to muck up the fuck's sake, the copper placement. But as I was attempting to say earlier, the Kraken is looking to be quite... the shake-up and upgrades to the Kraken could make it the main desire of many non-militarily focused players. Like, seriously, it could potentially be a... There we go, perfect. It could potentially see, like, genuinely... Right, I'm just thinking, how do I do this in a way that doesn't have my ship? We'll see, I think yeah. We'll see if we can, like, fill up the internals first, and then I'll worry about my Atlas. I might just have to put the Atlas on the side, or if there's, like, a little bit that I can sort of dump it in. But yeah. But yeah, no, I think if the upgrades to the Kraken are as good as we hope they will be, then I believe we could see a major shift around. And if we can get the Kraken in game, that would be fantastic, because it would be a good. It would be a good. Oh, I want to say the word opposite, but I want to say the word antithesis. But I don't know if that's the correct terminology. Maybe I should Google that just in case. Because it's a good word. It's a very good word. Antithesis. Okay, yeah. It is I was right. I don't know why I didn't think I was right, but hey, I should have more confidence in myself. Yeah, so the Kraken is the antithesis of what the Idris is in terms of a carrier. You know, it's all designed. You know, the Kraken has. The Kraken is all about making. You know, it's all civilian. You've got no. You know, it's got some levels of defense because it's any particular ship. You know, it's not completely defenseless because obviously it's a Kraken. You know, it's a carrier. And it's also, more importantly, a Drake interplanetary vessel. So it's going to have its fair share of defensibility options when it comes to making the most of it. But at the same time, it's not like the Idris, because the Idris has offensively minded weaponry, whereas the Kraken is all about defending oneself as legally as possible, dubious as it may be. And the fact that we've got... Oh, there we go. And the fact that we've got a... Come on. Fuck you. Come on. Again, the raft would be so much better in this role. I think the raft and the Atlas and the raft are a match made in heaven, and I can see why. It'd be so nice. Right, okay. Yeah, no. It's so stupid. I should have more precision. As in, let me raise the fucker. Like, I should be able to move it up there-ish. And instead, I have to kind of luckily toss it up and... Yeet. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna... Atlas is done. Let's quickly put you down here. Right, put you there. Right, okay. Now you... Right, just get all the corundum and plonk it on the ground there-ish. And then just get what we can. But yeah, so I'm hopeful that when the Kraken is finally released into game, we can see the potential for... We can truly see what a true mobile base would be. Like, I know the Idris, again, works like a mobile base, but it's more militarily focused. But when you have a civilian-focused stuff, finger quote civilian, having the Kraken would be super cool. And because of the other features available to it, game. You want to chill? I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm super excited to see what... I'm super excited to see what potential it can hold for that one. Right, anyway. Let's get back over to here. You over there. You over there. Over to here. Right. Pop you there. Perfect. Right. I think we are good to go. Right, let's go pop you back over here. Bop, 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 bop. We're going to have to use the tractor beam. Oh, Mac gravity gun. Because we are... Actually, could you walk the... I think I could get through there, but not the Atlas. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh, but I also realize I can do this as well. Fine. For the most. There you go. Right, let's quickly get you in. Perfect. Okay. Then move up. If we could get this kind of fine-tuned control with the Atlas, I think we'd be set, like 100%. It would be amazing. It would be the ultimate form of tractor beaming. But unfortunately not. But yes, if you are also intrigued to see more of Star Citizen, do let me know in the comments section down below. This game, and I... Uh-oh, players. Alright, we're almost home free. Also, I really love that skin off the 400i. Seriously, looks absolutely wondrous. But no, as I was attempting to say as well, if there's any question you have regarding Star Citizen, I will do my best to answer as best as I can. And if you want to see more Star Citizen stuff in the YouTube channel, feel free to let me know. I'm trying to work on a way of being able to record Star Citizen without my editing or my capture software crashing hard. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. As at the moment, the usual software that I'm using, which is OBS Studio, just crashes harder than you can say bugger. And it will just... It forces me to basically exit the program aggressively. And I'm just trying to find the right settings for that so that I don't end up having to... Right, so we've got Raft wanting just to chill there. Never have I seen this many rafts in this game before. I mean, it's a pretty cheap upgrade, actually, to be fair. You're looking at, like, what? It's $110, $130 when you want to choose the upgrade. Right, grab you. once I'm free from this guy should be all good to go. Yeah, now we're starting to see the limitations of the Atlas in full swing. Actually, I could probably fit more of these in. There we go. Because the arches that are designed to help structurally reinforce the limitations of the Asgard, not the Atlas, Jesus. The limitations of the Asgard are more on display now because of the awkward angles that we have to have. I can't plonk the things down that I would normally like to plonk down, which is a bit of a shame. But when you've got, for example, oh god, I can't even do that. Right, okay. Oh, actually, to be fair, we could probably just plonk these down like so. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, so you basically have to play clever buggers with this thing, which is where the one downside comes into play, which is, you know, sucks, but hey ho. Not too long now. We can get our we can get our next big mission stuff done. Oi? Oh, thank you. For a second, I thought he was trying to steal it. I was like, motherfucker! But no, he's being very nice and helping me out. I'll salute him and say thanks. Right, sweet. That's nice. Sweet. See, whenever you remember, guys, if you want to say thank you, you salute, jump, crouch twice. To be fair, the amount of community spirit for this has been remarkably surprising, considering the fact that, what was it? I haven't seen the level of politeness since 2022 with the Widow, since Jumptown 2.0. Which I thought, to be fair, was actually quite hilarious. Like 2 years ago, it was around Christmas time, 2022, and CIG was like touting up the next, you know, the official Jumptown event. After like the shenanigans of the previous Jumptown events where they had, where I say events, I think it was like an unofficial thing that became official. Like, anyway, so this was back when I was still doing stuff with BSI, so maybe it was 2021, maybe not 2022. But anyway, regardless of that, no, yeah, it was 2021 because that was the last Christmas I had with them. Yeah. Anyway, anecdotal. So one of the things that so basically around Christmas time, there was an event going on, which was an official version of Jumptown, and Jumptown had basically. I was not liking that. There we go. Perfect. Huh? Oh, okay. Perfect. So, yeah. We had a Jumptown official where you had to go to one of the locations and get Widow and the drugs and the spice. And they hyped, and CIG were hyping this event up to be as, like, combat focused as possible. Like, people are going to be like, there's going to be blood everywhere, there's going to be shooting, there's going to be so much destruction, there's going to be so many fighters, we've got a new ship that's all combat, it's all going to be boom and explosion, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so, you know, the whole vibe of the event was that it was meant to be a PvP hardcore event where all the toxicity can come out and all of that particular jazz. And I'm not shitting. The first, like, I mean, yeah, you had some PvP occurring, but most of the time everyone was just like, okay guys, if you want to line up, we'll go get all the drugs and put them, line up in an according fashion. We're going to get a bunch of people to form up a daisy chain, and we're just going to get all the drugs everyone wants. Come over to the location, don't start anything, it'll be great, and we're all going to be able to get as much as we can out of it. Completely deflating the whole purpose of the entire event. And it was brilliant. And the stupid shit was, at the time I was working for a supermarket chain, and I'd spent 8 fucking hours. Wait, what? Why do I have a medium shit in my freighters? Huh? It's probably some randos stuff. Probably when that closes, there's going to disappear. Yeah, it's gone. Anyway. So, I'd spent about 8 IRL working hours. Like, I'd finally sort of clocked off for the evening around 7 or 8 o'clock. And I was making my way back home, and I'd made my way back home, and I was like, I just hopped onto the game, and I was like, let's try and get some money for this shit. Anyway, I go to the location, and at the time I was with BSI, and like BSI was like going, yeah, okay, I was gonna say like that, yeah. So at the time, BSI was like doing its own thing as well, just chilling out at the event. They'd secured the location, and so they were just acting like they were just daisy chaining alongside with everyone else. So I basically hopped on, went over to the zone, and just started unloading and doing the same shit that I'd been doing for 8 hours straight when I used to work at the supermarket chain. Only I was doing it for free, and I was having much more fun doing that. And it was just so stupid because everyone was like the whole point of the event was we were supposed to fight each other, and yet none of us did that. It was probably one of the nicer experiences I've had in Star Citizen. I think, to be fair, one of the best experiences so far I've had is going to CitizenCon 2020. Okay, so for Star Citizen-esque themes or whatever, has to be going to CitizenCon 2024 or 2954, just because of being able to like finally see some really cool shit, as well as the legendary Chris Roberts even though, okay, not in person obviously, but I could see him, and more importantly during the presentation when it all went. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, the thing is, Jumptown is meant to be a PvP sort of event. Like, basically, I don't know the origins entirely. Either it was supposed to be something that had glitched out, and a load of people realized that it was producing a load of stuff. Nice. Nicely done. Nice. Yeah, because that was when they introduced the A2, wasn't it? Yeah, the A2 Hercules. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Like, whenever the A2 Hercules showed up, people would just fly around with a size 10 Moab, and that was pretty much it, just nobody could do anything afterwards, because, everyone would be dead. Yeah, like, there was PvP, but it was more of the fact of, like, for the first couple of, like, the first 2 times I went there, nobody fought each other. Was funny as hell. I know, it was wonderful. I think the only other times I would say I had, like, finger quote, insane moments was I actually shot down a Eclipse with a Valkyrie. That's probably one of my proudest moments in terms of air-to-air kills, because I'm not a combat pilot. I would say my skills of flying are adequate to moderate in terms of, like, what to do. Biggest issue is my skill set, for sure, but also it doesn't help that whenever I'm in heavy combat, my computer begins to chug. So I'm not really in a position to fully improve my skill set until I don't know, steal NASA's computers or something. But anyway, but years ago, there was this one time where I was where we were doing a training event in BSI, and one of the people who was supposed to, turn off, because do you remember you could turn off the comm links? I mean, I think you still can to a degree, but beforehand it was a lot easier to turn off the comm links so that you wouldn't get into trouble whenever you were, doing anything inside. There we go. There we go. You had to turn off the comm links in order to be able to access the... There we go. Yeah, you had to turn off the comm links in order to stop people from getting prison stuff. Well, basically, we'd been doing PvP, and we had not turned off the comm links. So inevitably, some people got a PvP crime, crime stat, tier 3, whatever. And so, one particular individual decided, oh, you know what, I'm going to go collect on the bounty. So we had this random encounter where, as we were sort of getting ourselves ready to ship out and head back to base after our training, we got attacked. Again, missions back, send him off. Oh, okay, fair enough. I might do that. I'm not really much of a PvPer myself, but, never know. But yeah, like, the Eclipse basically came along and attempted to blow up the ship we had with the torpedoes. Now, I think back then the torpedoes were kind of shit, because the first one missed, and then the first one basically completely missed us. He then fired his second size 9 torpedo, which I juked into the ground. And then I don't think the guy got the third one off, because by that point we'd been shooting at him enough to make him panic and begin trying to... Yeah, I'm going to just move that over there. So by that point, by the time we got the second torpedo out, I was in the ship. I was actually, I was in the pilot seat just waiting to go. We had like one guy on the gunners, one guy on the guns, one guy on and myself on the ship, and we were shooting the living shit out of this guy. And this was back before they changed the ballistics. So by that point, basically the guy was trying to bug out and leave the area to try and maybe come back another time. I don't know. And we ended up chasing him and blowing him up, and I got a big crime stat because of that, but it was probably the best one I ever got. I fucking killed an Eclipse with a sodding Valkyrie. It's like proudest fucking moment I ever had in that realm. Might do the realm missions. I mean, to be fair, one of the things I might do as well, depending on how successful this whole event goes, I might also try and push the Wicklow missions as well. Because the Wicklow has, like, the contracts for... Wait a minute. Oh, no, don't tell me he's fucked it, hasn't it? Yeah, it's fucked it. God damn it. Right, that should hopefully... Well, I don't think that's fixed it, but I think that's moved it enough for me to be able to get onto the side. Here we go. Why aren't you... Why are you being so awkward, you little bitch? Okay, fine, fuck it. It do that. I might have to, like, do 2 runs or something stupid just so I can get this thing working as it should. But yeah, hopefully I can get the tier 4, tier 5. I think I've got the tier 3 so far. So if I can get the tier 4, I should be able to get... Yeah, I probably should. I'm slightly lazy. I just want to get the stuff out in and out as much as possible than being a perfectionist. I'm like, can I be bothered? There we go. In all honesty, I probably could have parked the ship a little closer. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm working my way up to tier 5 with Artcore, and I'm definitely going to try and push to get tier 5 with Hurston. Once I've got tier 5 with Artcore, I'm going to move over to Hurston to get as much as I can done. Hopefully, there's going to be enough time for us to be able to get this event done now that the freight elevators are actually working. Because I didn't touch this event all throughout the time that there was the freight elevator problems. So now that they've kind of done the event, and they've done it to an extending it all the way through patch 4.3, I'm going to be like, right, let's get this shit done. There we go. If I have enough time, I'll try and do, like, Crusader, because Crusader is pretty nice. Microtech, I'm kind of about, because it's just white armor. And don't get me wrong, white armor can look really cool, but it really depends on the look of the armor. And I'll be honest with you, it's not... the skins and the shit that you get with it, not that impressive. I mean, sure, yeah, it can become boring, but you're talking to someone who's got the tism. Trust me, like, you're talking to someone who spent 8 to 12 hours doing nothing but hauling cargo and frontline Logi, playing Foxhole. Like, you're talking to a Foxhole Logi player here. Cargo and hauling. Just, my brain just goes, dopamine. Like, what was it? When the trailer came out for 1.0 for the Foxhole, I'll give you like a timeline and what my brain was and what I was going through when I was watching it for the first time. So I was seeing all like the explosions and all of the stuff from like the I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking hell, sorry. Yeah, and like I saw the trailer for when they first. Yeah, to be fair, I'm kind of the same. When I did play Foxhole, I kind of no-lifed it for a time, and it was probably not super healthy. But I did enjoy it. I didn't. There was never really a point that I hated playing it. Put it that way. But yeah, like when they did that update for like for 1.0, and I was like, oh, you know, this update looks pretty cool. Like, you know, you've got some flamethrowers, and I like the tank. The tank looks pretty cool. And there's a lot more infantry stuff. That's great. Is that a train? Oh my god, it's a factory! Oh my god, I lost my shit. I was like, I went nuts. So when it comes to Star Citizen, if Star Citizen does that, where it goes, yeah, so about the whole logistics thing, would trains be like? Trust me, if Star Citizen can have if Star Citizen or CIG decided to like unleash the trains. First of all, you've got Factorio players and EVE Online players basically chomping at the bit to get this. Then you have the Germans who would be like, yeah, we'll make the train service like we do in real life, and we will make sure that it runs on time, yeah? Like, trust me, when you start enabling the TISM players, you know, like, you've got a dedicated fan base, for sure. You just have to find a way of placating them so that if they do encounter PvPers, they're not going to, you know, quit the game because they're just dealing with like logistical problems is the bread and butter. You say to someone, you know, if you want to like attract certain players, you'll be like, God damn it, there's this fucking huge amount of cargo that I've got, and I can't figure out a way to store it effectively. And like 3 people just stand out of the fucking bushes going, yeah, what kind of cargo you got there? Oh. There we go, perfect. And it's just like, so what kind of cargo what problem you got there? And you're like, well, this system I've got isn't quite working effective. And then they're all like, well, you see, your problem is, and then that's it, you've got them. Just that's it. You have doomed them to spend an eternity upgrading your logistics system so that it runs not only automatically, but that you can potentially leave it alone without even needing to look at it for honest to God ages. Like you could probably, you know, they run it on like a clockwork system. So they run it on such a clockwork system that you literally have no choice but to. And like they also make it so that you could, you know, it runs on like a tempo system as well. So not only is it automatic, but that it could also is compatible with like 3 other factories inside your facility that you didn't even realize. Yeah, you get a cult. It's effectively a cult. But the thing is, it's a cult of semi-nice people. Like, you know, socially awkward, but incredibly useful, especially if you're wanting to get something sorted in like a reasonable amount of time. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Right, let me go get the max tractor beam lift. Whoop. I knew I had to do it eventually. I'm like, I'm gonna have to use the max tractor beam. I mean, to be fair, it's a lot better than it could have been. Oh, it is. The thing that I like about Foxhole is that, apart from the fact that it's 100% community, I mean, the thing is, it's one of those games that, given the semi sense of complexity, it also, like, it's both complex and extremely simple, but it works. It fucking works. Right, okay, and done. Beautiful. Yeah, but the thing is, Foxhole has the amazing ability of being both insanely complex and also incredibly simple at the same time, to the point where you could potentially, where you can introduce someone and have them do whatever the hell they want as long as they want, and they could feel entertained in that respect, and they can still contribute to the gameplay itself. So, like, you can have a player who is brand new to the game, not really sure how to play or do whatever, and you just tell them, go over there and do something. And they're part of a great big effort. They're part of an ecosystem that self-fulfills. It's a self-fulfilling ecosystem that eventually results in you... Now, let me just go quickly dump some stuff inside my character thing, as well as get myself a quick drink. But yeah, like, it's a self-fulfilling ecosystem that is primarily player-based. It's similar in EVE Online in the sense of what the players do and everything else, but it's more so because not only do you get to see the wonders of each player doing X, Y, and Z, but you also get to see... Whereabouts is the empty bottle, or do I have it in my person? Oh, I have it in my person. Okay, pop it in that. There you go. Oh yeah, that's the... that's the nutrition bar that I stole off that dead guy. The Prophet of Blood. But no, so like you get... There you go. But the other cool thing is that you get to sort of see a unique journey each time a war begins, because you get to see the front lines as they slowly build up towards the, you know, the epic conclusion. You have random battles that start out and you think, oh yeah, that'll be over in like 2 minutes. And then it ends up taking fucking weeks. You have like lastminute.com. You have last stands that end up completely turning the tide of the war. It's all of these incredible stories that you can be there. And then when you're there, and then you can sort of have the I was there story. You know, I was there when such and such happened. I was there when we used the storm cannons to blast through the defenses of the Deadlands. It just gives you a full-on experience, which is wonderful. And that's what I'm hoping we get with Star Citizen. And we have, to a certain extent. I mean, I was there when the 890 jump was introduced, and we had all of that sort of shit. What microphone am I using this with? Is this it's the Tono one, isn't it? Yeah, it is the Tono, right. Okay. I'm going to quickly disappear for like 2 seconds whilst... Oh, great. My bloody studio thing's just reloading. Okay, it looks like it's still working. Good. Just my studio thing. I'm just going to quickly... Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, exactly. 3 minutes or 3 hours... 30... Yeah, exactly that, mate. Exactly that. Right, one moment. 100% agree with you there. You don't have to dedicate any... And there's no skill ceiling as well. Apologies for that. Bit of hay fever, I think. And the other thing is that there's no levels to anything. You're not required to have to grind out certain skill sets or have certain trainings or anything like that. You can just, as long as you've gone to like the different training grounds and you kind of can understand the concepts of some stuff, you can do what you want. And as long as you're helping the war effort for your side, you can basically fuck around almost and still contribute. Oh, lovely. Right. Let's get another contract, shall we? 4 contracts down. That's pretty freaking solid. Right. So, I'm going to get this. And I'm going to get this. Fantastic. Alright then, thank you very much for coming in. Do appreciate you joining the stream. I'll be on for maybe another hour or so. Or actually maybe half an hour, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel at the end of it. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you guys want to see more of this, do let me know if I'm too loud, too quiet, that sort of stuff. I might do another stream this week. I might do another one potentially. I'll be putting it into my community tab as well. So... yeah.
Well, you know the drill by now, so I'll just leave you to take care of everything. Thanks.
Yep.
Hi,
Perfect.
this is your first job with Arkle, right? Oh wait, sorry, that's the other contractor. I know you've done this job before, so just keep it up. All right, later.
I'd love to see the person behind that voice. Motherfucker, did I say that I was going there? God damn it. Well, it's just nice to do this sort of thing. I probably should try the restreaming angle as well, if I'm going to get into this thing. I mean, to be fair, I also probably need to do streaming on a more regular basis with games like Star Citizen. It's just there are times when I'm trying to play Star Citizen, and it's really difficult to play it because it fights you at... You get like a really rough patch, and it just sucks the fun out of doing anything. So... having it's nice to have these moments doing this, but yeah, this is nice. I mean, I love playing this game. It's as much as I love this game, but I also hate this game, if that makes any sense. Also, I think someone is... what is that? That's a big ship. If I can detect it from this distance. Also, this is possibly the worst angle you could be in. Okay, sweet, yeah. Yeah, for anyone who's new to flying in Star Citizen, this is possibly the worst time to fly in, because just having the sun set means you've got the wonderful, like, pre-dawn / post-dusk, or just dusk, barely anything's lit up sort of bullshit, which just makes everything more tedious. Son of a bitch. Okay. What is it with the one bloody... oh, I think I know where I'm at. Oh dear, this could be bad. I think I might know where I'm at, and we might have a... oh wait, no, hang on. He's moving. No, but I've been here before. Oh, is it still like that? Yeah, it's still like that, because I can kind of see the station is kind of bugged. Potentially. Yeah, we've been here before. This was the station that was bugged. Well, let's see if the station... let's see if the thing's fixed itself. I'm gonna nudge this way. I'm gonna land.
Landing complete.
Okay. It's a shame, because I really would like to be able to collect that shit from here. Considering it's the medium contract and all. Oh. And we don't want to risk people getting on my ship. I've You have to play it safe. What I might do is if I can get the cargo to work, then I might move this ship, because the gentleman, if I want to call him that, helmet. Oh. Well, I'll take the helmet. Yep, that's what I thought. Can I not just carry the damn thing? Well, that works. Oh, it's that one. Right, okay, so this is bugged, unfortunately, but maybe... I mean, if we can empty it, perhaps. I'd still want to... Yeah, I'd still want to... Can I... Well, as this thing's already bugged, see if we can move this thing. See if we can get this to work. Apparently the entire freight elevator is corundum. What if we try to move them? Is there anything I could pick up? Really? Wait, illegal tow? Okay. I don't even know how the fuck I was able to get this thing going. Right. We might have to abandon this location just because, unfortunately, the... Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like this area is bugged, unfortunately. It sucks, because this contractor would be nice, but this elevator is completely stuffed, so we're going to have to roll to another location. Well, we won't abandon the contract, because I don't want to lose any reputation with ArtCore, but we are definitely going to have to submit another thing for that one. Is there another location I can collect, or is this both at this location? Like, this area is mission... We're at ArtCorp area 4-5, right? Is both of the contracts we've got, are they both at... Okay, this one wants it to be at... It doesn't say. Oh, no, it does. 61. Okay, that one's there. The ones we've just accepted, that's both 45 and at 56. Okay, the small one will go to that one. I'll get ArtCore's large cargo. So we got that one, and we'll get that one tracked first. Okay. Sadly, yeah, 45. I gotta remember, 45. That one's bugged. Try to... I've got to remember to try not to accept missions for 45. 45 is unfortunately...
Look who's back for another contract. Guess you love working for ArtCorp. Well, you know the drill by now, so I'll just leave you to take care of everything. Thanks.
Right. Right, let me just drop the helmet in there. Plus the... Do we have much magazines? Oh, we could do with probably taking a few of the mags in. Yeah. A couple mags. Makes it slightly... There we go, perfect. I probably could put some of these things in here, to be fair. Pop that in there. Pop you in there. Pop you... That's too much, okay. You could go here. And you could probably go into here. You... We'll keep the tractor beams and everything else like that as such. Alright, sweet. That'll do. Right, let's get going. Right, so let's go get the small SCUs boxes and plonk them down someplace nice, and then everything else we're going to go get the big shit for. Probably going to be another solo area. Like single freight elevator area. Yeah, so we'll do a few more contracts. I might make a shooty shoot one. My last one to do. Right. Right, deliver shipment. Right, get the small ones. Looks like we're on the day side of this one. Happy days. How much money do we get for this anyway? Oh, I'm at 2 million now. Nice. I know that the raft is about like 3 mil. But yeah. I think I know this location. Look at that. That looks wonderful. And the thing is, this game is on low for me because obviously, you know, this game is not the unoptimized nature of this game makes it so that I can't really play this on any higher, as well as stream it and stuff like that. But hopefully, come near my birthday time, I'm looking to upgrade my monitors and as well as my graphics card, because I've been using the RTX 2070 for quite some time, like since 2019, and she's done me a good service, 100%, not gonna fault for one moment. But unfortunately, you know, as with all things, it does need, you know, there is a time in which they need to be done. Is that empty or is that full? Hang on. Yeah, there's people down there. That's fine. I can wait. I need like a couple of the things for here. All these ships that are just chilling there. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, that's fine for the raft. I like my one a bit better. Holy shit, that looks so much cooler. If that's... Okay, if that's Hurston Dynamics, yeah, you bet your fucking ass we're getting that skin. Seriously. I mean, I like this skin. It works really well for this thing, but god damn does the other one look nice. The amount of rafts that are upside down. It's stupid. Kind of wish I could drop a Moab here. Not gonna lie. The destructive power of one of those things unleashed in this area would be glorious. Just saying. Boom Boom would be fun. Just mind my own whilst looking like I'm about to attack him. And if there wasn't an armistice zone in here, that guy would be shitting bricks right now. And it would be funny, sort of. Yeah, that must be what the... Microtech guys look like, unless that's Crusader. Don't know. But we're just having to wait for a little bit whilst the kindly old soul has his stuff there, because we've been very lucky that we've not encountered that many people. Unfortunately, though, that has begun to run its course. As we do get people who just take into their ships, fucking fly off, or they get their ships, land in a random spot, and then they're like, they either have a glitch or their game crashes or whatever, and they don't bother to respond. So you end up having this bullshit where... Okay. You end up having this bullshit where they're just sitting there minding their own business. I'll give a hand for this guy. Be a good guy. Do my good deeds for the day. Okay, there we go. Pop it. There we go. Let's go give a hand, shall we? Repay the favor that someone very kindly did for me today. Right. As there is a atlas on site, we don't need to use our atlas, which is nice. I will say, the side doors to the Asgard, really freaking nice. Like, this is what I mean by the Asgard kind of trump. Well, this is the reason why I'm not surprised the Asgard won the ship showdown, because yeah, it's the Asgard. It's that good. Oh, nice. I'm gonna just grab this atlas. Oh, I remember this location. I got a shitload of boxes here. Someone, for some reason, some person, I don't know what, I say person, a kind soul, from how it turned out. Right. Let's go help the people. But yeah, so basically someone had dumped a whole bunch of boxes down there, and it ended up being very profitable for me, because I ended up just grabbing all the boxes and putting them in my ship. I was like, well, if you're not going to take them, I'll take them. And that guy was there from fucking yesterday. He's got a... I've been here before. Oh my god. Right. That's cool. Oh, the guy's actually left? Okay. Right. I'll, Right, so is that guy... There we go. I'll do what I can to help him out. Right, let me see what we can do. What's the situation? There we go. There you go. Let's give him a hand. I think that's the meteor over there. So yeah, no. So I actually came here. That was the in that ship there. There was a dead guy inside the pilot's thing. So that's been there for a few days as well. Because I was like, that was there. I did yesterday. I came across and found that, and that was there for a few days. So that's really cool that that's working like that, because I've just realized where I am at this point, which was really cool. Oh, he's using the multi-tool. I mean, you can use the multi-tool. It's not very optimized for this shit, but, you know, you can use it. I mean, the cool thing about the multi-tool is you can, you know, in comparison to the gravity gun, it doesn't take up a main weapon slot, which obviously, you know, it does benefit from that. But the downside, obviously, is that it's not a perfect... Like, it's not perfect. But no, for anyone wondering why I was talking about the raft and why I kind of was tempted to buy one with IRL money, is this. Since they upgraded the rafts, and I am calling it an upgrade, since they changed, upgraded the way that the cargo grid works, I actually turned it from just cranes with cargo items for it into actual grid that you put shit onto. Holy shit, the viability of this ship just went up tenfold. Not even joking. Like, that upgrade was seriously underrated. Yeah, let's give this guy a hand. Because he's probably got, like, what, a few more of the big stuff. The stupid thing is, I'm on the small contract. Like, he's gonna be like, oh, this guy's probably got a big contract like I do. And instead, he's just got, like, 6 fucking SCUs. Sorry, 8 SCUs worth of boxes. Oh. Oh, is he finished? He must be finished. No, he's not. Alright, let's get this shit out. Alright, let's get this corundum. I'll plonk it down, like, in front of it so he knows that, like, I'm gonna let him put it where he wants to. But at least I can give him a hand with his stuff. So that way then he can, like, decide where he wants to put it. There you go. See, this is the thing why I would say I'm not a PvPer. I prefer to work with people than against them. Like, sure, I'm not against, like, if it, in a PvP game, obviously there is a, in a PvP game environment, yeah, obviously there's gonna be the, there we go. I'll pick that up and pop that down so carefully. There you go. There we go. There we go. Where are they? Oh, he's put them up there already. Okay. I was wondering why there wasn't as many items. I'm like, huh? But yeah, the raft is probably much better suited for this. That's why I want to try and get as much cash as I can get. So that way then I can earn... If I can get as much cash as I can get, then I can put the money towards buying a raft, and then I can buy the raft at Hurston Dynamics and be like, right, let's put this raft to good use. I'll let him get it. I'll let this guy get the stuff into prime position, and then I'll start moving the bits and pieces that he would like into the slots, because he just needs to move a few bits and pieces around, and then I think I'm set to go. Okay, so I want to say there we go. Oops. Right, there we go. Up there. Perfect. There you go. Right, I think he said thank you in that realm. Sweet. Sweet. Right, let's go get my ship ready. And we can get our then we can get our vast reserves of cargo. Oh. Okay. Right. Seems a bit fucking pointless now when you do all the other shit. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to try and get as much cargo as I can. Sorry, definitely try and get as much cash as I can. Depending on how much I can earn, I mean, I'm getting like 100k a pop for this thing, so if I do a few more rounds of this, I should be fine to, like, whatever. And if I do the contract for the military side of things, then there we go. Best of luck in the verse. Ooh, there we go. I'm going to just quickly adjust this so I can get a little bit better positioning, so it's not as, you know, because there's so much cargo I have to get in the ship. I want to make sure I can get as much as I can. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Right, let's go. Right. Well, to be fair, if I can get some more cargo at some random spots, I can get more money for it. Because the thing is, you get money for any cargo boxes. So, for example, if you're lucky and a whole bunch of cargo boxes get abandoned or whatever, you could probably find yourself getting what your contract wants and some. Whee! Thud. Okay, let's go down. And to be fair, I would like to see how much more time it takes for me to get to tier 5 when using the raft over using things like the Asgard. Because the raft is way better suited to... Right, so, you know... No, it's not even fucking worth using the bloody atlases. But yeah, so if you're having the raft... I'm curious to see how much time it would take me to do this over, for example, to do it in the raft, to get to level 5 with Hurston than it took for me to get to level 5 with Arcor. Because obviously Arcor has... The Asgard working with Arcor, the benefits of this is that obviously I can take the Atlas with me more predominantly, whereas other places I'd have to rely on someone leaving their Atlas on site, which is not the end of the world, but obviously it means that if I get the big cargo ones and I don't have the Atlas with me, it'll just take me a fucking age. But I obviously could attach the Atlas, because it's not like I don't think it takes a full... Yeah, like I don't believe it takes the full... It takes your full cargo load, at least with the large carry things. But if obviously I encounter a scenario where there's literally cargo being dossed around left, right, and center, then you know that works. Right, so we're going to be probably pushing it a bit with the loot in the next. Well, we're definitely going to be pushing it a bit with. Let me think. Maybe if I do something like this. Right, that should be that sorted. Right, okay. You go over there. Right, you... Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, that works. That works out better. Right, okay. So that's like a solid thing. Right, we all good? We all good. Cool. Right, now on to the actual big task. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. There we go. Of course, the question doth begs, when you're playing a game like this, who else would be interested in seeing this kind of stuff? Right.
Shields offline. Landing gear raised.
Alright, let's go. I will say, it's been nice using the Asgard like this, because... What was it? I used to dream of having the... There we go. I used to dream of having the Valkyrie for so many years, and I've genuinely loved the Valkyrie. It was one of my... loved, I want to say, the Valkyrie, because it was one of the ships that just looked good, it felt good, and I did use it for a time. Not as often as I've been using it for... as I've been using this, mind you. But, yeah, like, I used it for a limited amount of time when I was trying to test out... the differences between the ROC and the ROC DS, which I actually probably need to try and do at some point. And what I say by that is, I like the ROC DS. I think it's unfair. In my opinion, I feel like the ROC DS is unfairly shat upon because of the stigma of what CIG, like. Basically, people are saying, oh, it's just CIG trying to flake more money out of people. And I'm like, I'm not entirely disagreeing with that concept, because CIG are known for, like, you know, they're not as bad as World of Tanks Wargaming was when it came to, you know, IS-6 but black. But the ROC DS, in my opinion, is just a straight up upgrade over the ROC. And frankly, for a solo ground miner, it really works. I like it a lot, and I think you can do quite a bit with it inside the verse. But unfortunately, a lot of people just shit on it unnecessarily because it's a ship that a lot of people I know, they've just said, "Oh, it's just a rip-off. It's why you having your friend, spending all, you're having your friend having just exposed to the elements. Oh, blah blah blah." And I'm like, you can just use it for solo mining, and it works really well for solo mining. But no. So I was gonna try and get some of that done at some point, where I was just gonna go through the whole rigmarole of that. Alright. Let's have a look. Hopefully this area isn't bugged, because this is the big one. Oh, there's a lot of ships. There's a lot of ships. But there is also another pad. Get in. We'll have a look, see if there's any people who are wishing to be slightly with let's just hope that there are some people who've said, "Oh, I don't want to play this thing anymore," and happily give up. I've been here before. Because this is another location that I've been to before. Oh, that's so cool. It's both cool and freaky at the same time. I still think we should have the salvaging, but that's just me being a bit greedy. Oh, would you look at that. Cargo. Is there a player there? Oh. Pfft. Yeah, Jaeger, you might want to use your fucking landing pads like an intelligent person. Pardon me, I do apologize, but my capabilities of contemplating logical thought are gone. I am now what you would call retarded. Am I a bit too close to the pad? Or the thing? I hope not. Alright. I should be fine. Should be. Yeah, we're a little close, but not too close. Is that guy using it? Oh, you fucker. He's abandoned it. Unless he's... Is that guy lost it at all? Oh, he has as well. Is he AFK? No, he's dead. Oh, shit. He is full on dead. Wait, what's this? Oh, he's got a scalpel as well? Well, that's your problem. You have your helmet off. Look at the cargo he's got. I would run. I could fucking loot that. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Alright. Well, if he's not here, then I might as well benefit from it. If only I could if only I could go on that guy's ship. I'm guessing I can't, like, grab his cargo now. If that thing fucking detached, I would have lost my mind. Wait, question. If I unlock it, does that count? Because it's technically abandoned, isn't it? Right, let me just hypothetically, call the elevator. Won't come out, mind you. Like, you'd have to shoot the ever-loving Christ out of this ship. Then you could maybe open up the airlock. But because the ship is locked, and you'd need the guy to come back and do whatever. But yeah. Look at the cargo! Look at this cargo that's sitting here! I want to loot it! This is like the most criminal part of my mind. It's like, look at this cargo. No one's benefiting from this cargo. The guy who did benefit from it is currently 6 foot away from me without the ability to breathe. And it's like, why the fuck why can't I have this? Like, seriously, I would love the ability to just get a little device, check to see if the vehicle's been abandoned. If the vehicle's been abandoned and it's been more than like 3 hours, I should have the ability to be like, right, this ship is now currently available for pillaging. And I pillage it, I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it and be like, oh, I'm being a noble person. No, I'm stealing the shit off that guy. He's not using it. I get to benefit from it. I didn't notice that guy. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Right, okay. Can I use this thing? No, I can't. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway. Point is, I should be able to pillage the shit off that guy. Right, okay. Let's go down and get this stuff sorted. I mean, you use the laser beam, mining laser. But the problem is, I'd then get a crime stat because, you know, God forbid you want to claw into someone's. And again, the stupid armistice zone. It's just not worth it. I mean, if I could drop a Moab onto this area, I would. That'd be so handy, wouldn't it? Like, I don't even have to buy the fucking A2. I just fling the fucking bomb. That would be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. You know, portable Moab launcher. Just get Davy Crockett in this thing. Anyway, let's enough bitching and moaning about things that are not meant to be. Let's get this shit sorted. I'd laugh my ass off if I could get like a Nimbus. Be like, Nimbus, can you come with your Idris? Just poke a hole into that fucking raft. I mean, that would be hilarious, and technically it wouldn't be considered, wouldn't be a crime, would it? Well, no, it would be, because it would be like, he'd have a crime stat for that, for sure. But, you know, it's worth it. I'd pay you the fine. Like, they're just, the cargo. I wish I could pilfer that stuff. Again, there needs to be at the moment, there's no fix, and I think we just need a fix for cargo or ships that are abandoned in Stanton. Right, we'll pop you there for the time being, and then we'll deal with you in a second. Why is it not letting me do this? Right, we'll pop you out. Anyone who's sensitive to flashing lights, I do apologize for the holographics constantly flashing into my face. It's making me feel a bit queasy, so I don't know how you guys feel. Oh, come on, game. Yeah, I was about to say, like, seriously. It's not that bad. Right, okay. Mm-hmm. Right, let's get this cargo sorted. Oh. No. Don't you be glitching out this location too. No. God's... Atlas! Stop trying to pick up the freight elevator. It's too big. You can't hack it. Honestly. Alright. We'll move you over there. There you go. There you go. Right. Let's get this stuff sorted. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on. There we go. Nicely done. Right. I think I'm going to have to... Right. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to, if I want to get... There you go. Yeah, here's the stupid thing. That works perfect first time. No issues. And I'm like, why did you not do that before? That's my question. Yeah, look, problem solved. Never quite made any sense to me, but hey-ho. Right, let's put you... on the far side, there we go. Right, let's go get the remaining boxes sorted. Alright, let's have you go downstairs. Whee! Oh. Right, let's go. Okay. We're going to have to play a little bit more cautiously. Because we're now... Right, Corundum is coming. Right. Okay. I'm going to go with... You boys go to here. I'm going to have you... Yeah, I'm going to have to stop using this thing and start using the... Oh, shit. Using the one on site. Alright, I'll just pilfer this one. Right. Actually, let's be fair. Then this actually makes it perfect then, because the one I want for my one, I can just use this. And I won't have to deal with the same issues in rigmarole. Right, okay. Nice and slow and pleasant and lovely and not at all stressed out. Right, move carefully and cautiously. Right, pop that down. Nope, nope. Leave, leave, leave. Good, good. There we go. Perfect. Okay. The corners. Perfect. Yeah, no, so I'll try and get this mission done, and I think we'll do the combat mission last. So that way we get some shooty shoot. And I can actually showcase... I don't know about the... I'll see what we do. I'll try and take the Kruger out for a spin for the combat side of things. But depending on who we engage, we might have to find another ship. Because there is a mission that you can do. I attempted the mission initially with my Asgard, thinking, ho ho, my Asgard can take this mission, it'll be piss. And then I realized that no, the Asgard can't do this mission because it's not got the stats for it. More to do with the lack of decent components than anything. Because although the Asgard comes with a very pleasant complement. Oh god. Although the Asgard comes with a very pleasant complement of Panther repeaters and the Arrestor size 3s, the components I come with that are stock don't actually work. Like, straight up, it is not optimized. Like, the stock build for the Asgard is very, very weak. So, having the... Oh, there we go. So, having the Asgard... Oh, for fuck's sake. Move back, move back, move back. There we go. Yeah, having the Asgard... Okay, can I move it up slightly? Have you... Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, so the Asgard needs to be upgraded before I can really take it into combat again. So for the time being, I've just been operating... So for the time being, I went with the Hornet, the Mark IIA, because, well, I've not used it. I hadn't used it in a while, and I thought, you know what, this will probably be a good experiment to... or this will be a good reason to utilize it. So I was like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. And I was right. There was a good reason to use it for that. Like, when I used the Asgard in combat, it was so... It was struggling, like, genuinely, like, I was shooting at various ships, even though I had multiple... I had way more weapons on this thing than I do with my Hornet. The fact that I was able to have any kind of... Like, the fact that when I went in my Hornet, that dedicated combat ship, you know, like a proper fighter... Yeah, instantly, like, it was just an instant change of vibe. It was like, yep, no, you're fucked. I'm here now. Right, let's just slot you in. Cool. Okay, I think I've done as much as I can without having the raft. Sorry, without, with the Atlas. So I'm going to just abandon this here so that if anyone else wants to use it, they can. Alright. Might as well pilfer this guy's magazines. If he has anything on him. Is everything he got cleaned out? Yeah, it looks like. Again. Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely think they should change that back. Right, let's get this finished. Boo. Fucking archways. Oh, we got him. We got it. It's that fucking arch. It clips in. It actually does clip in. Jesus Christ. Right. Well, that worked. It's like, did it work? Kind of. Does it fit well? Maybe. Alright. Oh, good lord. Yeah, this is the reason why I think the raft would be far more effective in things like this. Because previously, I'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. We'll just do, you know, we'll do this with the... There we go. Like, normally I'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. We can, you know, we can totally do this with just the frickin', with this ship and do whatever. But, like, this is where the raft, I think, would be probably... Oh, God, I'm getting hungry and my brain is starting to stop thinking logic. Apologies. As I was attempting to say before my brain decided to go random, this is where I feel the raft would probably come up trumps, because unlike everything else that we've done so far, I'm having to play Ring Around the Roses a lot with my inventory of my ship, whereas if I was with the raft, I wouldn't have to fuck around. Click. Doing all of this stuff. I would just load the raft and Bob's your uncle, it's loaded. It's fun. It's already set. So I'm hoping that with all of the mission, with all the like the stuff that we're doing, I'm going to be able to get additional rewards for this. And there we go. Right, I think I can probably do. Really, really. Hux. Right. Oh, no, 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 no. Did I say yes? No. I said no. No means no. Right. For God's sake. Why you do this? Right. I think we can get, like, yeah, that one. And then that's as good as it's going to get. Everything else is going to just be a case of find a space and hope that it fits. Which should be fine, he says, optimism ever flowing. Actually, yeah, no, this will be fine. We got this. This is okay. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think I was able to get a bit more room on the other ship, on the other runs, but this one, I think, because of that one, because of this one fucking, oh god, I'm honestly beginning to wonder if we're gonna have enough room. We should do. We should do. I can stack it up. No trouble. We got this. We got this. I think, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, we got this. We got this. I can. If I'm desperate, I can fit shit. I can fit shit. It'll be a tight fit, but it'll be a fit. See, this is where the Lore of the West's Will It Fit series really comes into its own, because if you could figure, this is the kind of, when it comes to like cargo hauling, especially when it comes to internally internal cargo storages, this is the shit that can make the difference between a cargo ship being good or shit. Like a good example of a really nice cargo ship but being actually kind of terrible is the Zeus. The RSI Zeus. On paper, it sounds amazing. You know, oh, this cargo ship is really good for what it's worth. You know, the Zeus over there, yeah, would be perfect. And I think for this particular mission, you probably would be okay with like mediums or smalls. But it's really fucking. But unfortunately, in practice, the Zeus is actually kind of a shit cargo vessel. Yeah, I forgot. I'll just nudge you here. It's fine. I mean, to be fair, you could push more back here. You could, technically. I could probably push a few, like, what? If I was, like, super fucking determined, I could probably squeeze another, what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. You could probably fit another maybe 36, 40, 48 perhaps if you have really like if you like what I would have to do to get it to fit is I'd have to like fill up all up to here, which I don't 100% think I could fit completely, but yeah, it's doable. Would I want to do it? Fuck no. But if it's doable, maybe. You'd be very limited. I think that would be certain. Like, 100% you'd be limited for space. But you could squeeze out another few 40 or so SCUs worth. As I was saying, though, the Zeus is an example of looks good on paper, but in practicality is kind of shit. Because the Zeus is a really small ship. Its dimensions sound nice. It sounds like a really solid vessel. But when you put it into practice, you're constantly fighting the arches and everything. Because, yeah, okay, 120 SCUs worth of cargo. That's great, right? For a ship of its size, that's incredible. Except you, again, have to fight it every time you want to do something. Because the internal reinforcing struts that are on the side of the vessel, the top right of the vessel, whatever, means that if you want to have anything that isn't a size 4 SCU box, or a size 2 SCU box, or a size 1 SCU box, then you're constantly having to play Ring Around the Roses, and then your effective cargo capacity is like maybe 100, maybe 110 if you're pushing it. Nice. So you end up spending... Oh, he's just quantuming as well. Cool. Ends up rear-ending him. It's like, smash. But no, so the effective carry capacity of a Zeus is more 100 to 110 SCU, because, you know, you're not going to fit everything into that particular ship. You can try, and I think you can get a decent chunk in, and depending on the size of the boxes that you've got, which until we can do a cargo refactoring, which, to put it simply, is I should be able to go to the cargo center, and if I'm trying to do a hauling job, or if I'm trying to move supplies from A to B, I would like the ability to pay money to redesign or to reshape or resize my cargo to make it easier for it to be put into my ship. I think that would be the main sort of desire that I have for that. Where's that other ship? I was worried he was going to go to the back of me there. Oh, sequential. That is wonderful. There we go. Okay. And plunk. I'll go slightly further ahead. Right, collision alert, but that should be fine. Okay. So we're going for about, oh god, 2 hours. 2.5 hours. Jeez. Well, to be fair, I hadn't been streaming as long for other stuff, so it's only fair. Actually, that's a point. I could just jump out the side, couldn't I? The versatility of this thing is becoming more and more apparent. It may not be as easy to put the cargo in, but at least I can put the shit in, yeah. I have to ferry the damn stuff all the time. Okay. Yeah, I can get this shit out. Alright, let's go get I'll go get the Atlas. Hop. Hop. Get me Atlas, get going, laddie. Let's get going. Get my Atlas, laddie. Get that tractor beam alright. And this is when you realise you can't walk it out. Yeah, for fuck's sake! God damn. I'm like, as I was walking towards it, I was like, and this is when you realise you can't walk it through here. Can I squeeze? No! Motherfucker. Actually, I could probably... I know what I can do. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I know what I can do. I know how to fix this. This is fine. It is fixable. It's not a big gap, but we can do it. Optimism flowing. Come on. There you go. No, 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 no. Right, okay. Through the gap. Through the gap. Why can't I rotate it? Through the gap. Through the gap. Come on, here we go. Through the gap. There we go. Here we go. Through the gap. Dump. Okay, sweet. Really shit songs, by the way. Like, if there's one thing you know me, if there's one thing I'm going to be known for if I'm doing this game, live streaming, is random songs that'll just burst through my head. And then it's like, of course I need to sing them because, you know, this is how we do things in my brain. Never really works properly. Right, cool. So, we'll get this as filled up as possible. And at least we can do this now. Oh, nice. We can go further. Push it to the limit. On and on. There we go. Perfect. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Years ago when they were talking about like cargo in Star Citizen and like what I was wanting to do in that realm, I think one of the things I was like imagining myself being was being just some random like cargo hauler with like a small crew of friends or whatever who we'd basically just move shit from A to B, and if there were, and then you'd pay some, you know, you'd have a clan of like effectively monkey handlers who would just simply unload your cargo for you. So you'd have real players basically spending their entire day doing nothing but moving cargo from onto a ship, off to a ship. Like a legitimate job inside Star Citizen. And because of the, you know, the fun of it and whatever, and also to be fair, it's a stable job. Like, if you know, bearing in mind, Death of a Spaceman, if there's a chance that all of the reputation you earn can be, like, turned to puff, like so, then there probably would be a good idea. It probably would be a good idea to play it safe and just get yourself a hauling job. Maybe even like unloading cargo or doing whatever. Now, obviously, you probably would be more likely to do like, oh, you know, this job is beneath me. I should be doing more exciting things. And I'm like, yes, they're true. You should, but you know, you can. But it's not safe, is it? Is it safe? Here's a secret. Is it safe? Twitchy eyes in the background. But when you realize that you can do a contract like this, and like the meaningful stuff, I don't know whether it's just because of the way that I was brought up, but I always found the average Joe to be more exciting at times in games than being the special guy all the time. Like, sure, you get your elite action, hardcore spec ops, you know, unique people of whatever to do whatever, to take the, you know, to be the revolutionary one person who does all this fantastical stuff. But sometimes the more exciting things is just the meaningful daily routine sort of thing, only set within a sci-fi universe. You know? It's like, Christ, when I've been playing games like Roadcraft, I have missed having a tractor beam. I seriously have missed having a tractor beam. You don't realize you're spoilt until you. I'm not like, but I was playing Roadcraft, because of course we play Roadcraft. When I was playing Roadcraft and I was like told to move, like to pick up some things and put it into cargo, I was like, I honestly was thinking, where the fuck's the track? Where's my tractor beam? Why, this would be so much easier if I had the 0-point field manipulator. And I'm like, God damn it. I've been spoilt by Star Citizen. I was like, wait, I have to use a crane? That old-fashioned piece of shit? Why don't I have a tractor beam yet? Honestly, what are we doing here? Are we professionals or are we just children? But no, as I was saying before, like, I like sometimes the meaningful stuff. You know, it's just nice to have the sort of the average Joe. Plus also, I don't know if any of you else guys have it, I also like building up to things. Right. Okay. Let's put this... no. Bad. No! Bad! In you go. Yes, good. I think the... one SCUs we could probably fit in the front here, so I would say it's probably worth having a... No! 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 Fuck's sake! Oh yeah, shit, is this one. Yeah, I honestly think that's... I think with this one it's actually slightly bugged. Well, I say bugged, but like... It's clipped into the archway. So like this, I'm going to use the laser beam here, but this basically is like properly hooked into this thing. Because it's like really difficult to shift it. I mean, the Atlas has a major pull in comparison to like the handhelds. So it's a lot easier. But you can see it's fighting it every time. Motherfuckers. Right. Oh, it's... yeah, I'm going to have to... right, pop that down there. Right, let's just get these things off now. Right, you'll put that. There you go. Pop you down there. Grab you. Pop you on top of that. There you go. Motherfucker, how are you stuck like that? That is impressive. Like, there's being stuck, and then there's mastering not being able to move. Right, okay. You good? You good. Fantastic. Right, you... there. Like playing Jenga with these things. Right, pop you down there. There we go. Come on. Macarena. There we go. No, no. Bad you. Right. You nudge over there. One day, though, I'm really looking forward to, and you'll laugh, but one day I'm looking forward to having, like, this be an unloading for a station where I'm like, hey, I'm just spending my time before, you know, meeting up with whatever, just unloading cargo because we got a shipment that came in and so-and-so's girlfriend or so-and-so's partner or whatever wasn't there, or hey, we need to get this shit unloaded as fast as possible because reasons. Right, boom. Right, that's the last of it, yeah? Yeah, that's the last of it. Okay, cool. Let's get this stuff unloaded. Okay, do. I knew it. Right, okay, let's pop you in there. Right, you go there. You. I saw the end one. There we go. Okay. Grab you, pop you there. There you go. Son of a bitch. Right, we'll have to use the manual tractor beam for those. But the singles... All the single crates, all the single crates, all the single crates, all the single crates. I'll put your hands up. Oh, nice. Fine. Oh, you over there. Good. Yay. Right, okay. Okay. Just a bit more fine-tuning, and this would have been fine. But no. Still got to get off my bloody ass to do this. Right, put you at the front. Right, and the last one. Oh no, there's another box. How do you do this? It's like a fucking inch off the goddamn floor, and you get stuck. I swear to God, it's a skill. No, it's not even a skill. It's a natural trait of yours. Right, is that it? Is that all we got? Is that all she wrote? Yes, that's all she wrote. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get this sorted. Yes. Good shit. Right, okay. We should have enough time to do, like, one more mission, I'd say. I got a spare one. I can get a spare one. Right. I'll take it with me. I'll take it with me. I'll take it off and put it in the thingy. So here we go. We'll take this thing off with us, and then we'll just put it into the elevator, so that way we can kind of just chill with it. All right. Right, let's store this ship, and we'll get the combat version out.
Welcome to the ASOP. Your vehicle has please visitors again.
Oh. There we go. Safely stored, he says.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Right,
retrieval
okay.
system.
With that in mind, we can now. Oh, we had two. Okay, we had two, so it was fine. But what we'll do now is we're gonna take the L21 L21 Wolf. I'll just use a cruise Lux for this one, just so we can get this shit done. Look at that ship. Look at it. Like, this thing looks beautiful. It's the only way I could really describe it. Right. Let's get this shit sorted. Okay. So, let's get a contract going. Still needs to drop off. Oh, yeah. Recover small shipment. Okay, yeah. Recover small shipment. Recover large. Okay. Right. Let's go.
Hi, this is your first job before, right? Oh wait, sorry, no, I'll take the contractor. I know you've done this job before, so just keep it up. Alright, later.
Restock. Okay, we need to go to that location. Oh, this thing's amazing! Right, okay. Let's go to the asteroid base and recover the cargo. We are going to have to dump this thing, but it's fine. I can just claim it. But, oh, this thing feels so good. Like, honestly, it feels amazing. And for, like, a combat ship, it feels great. Like, I'm not a light fighter kind of person, but I love this thing. It's so good. Right. Right, get the shields back up online. Right, we're going to have to play it cool. Okay, I might go quiet whilst we take care of this thing. Hopefully my performance doesn't tank. He's gone. Woo! Oh, hang on. Much better. Be careful with ammunition. Unfortunately, this is the big downside of this thing. It's amazing until you realize that the only defense it has is these machine guns. That was not a kill. That was a pity fucking kill. Why is my... Oh, this is so much better. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gimbal shit. Oh, fucking hell, desync. Come on. He's gone. Right, okay. That's one more to go. One more to go. I hear someone. I don't see anyone, though. Let's make our way towards the ship. Think we're all good. Looks like we are. Looks like he's dead. What ship we got? Oh, nice. Freelancer Max. Solid ship. Well, that ship looks like it's been cleared out. Any reason why you're not scanning? Okay. Cargo. Nothing in the cargo? Nope, doesn't look like. Right, okay, let's hook this thing. Actually, probably shouldn't blow that up. Right. Let's go get this ship sorted and grab that cargo, which is like 100 and something meters away. There you go. So yeah, that's the Kruger. Really good ship. Absolutely love it. Oh, hello. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is an old style ship as well. I mean, we've got components and stuff, but it's obviously still needing modernization. I mean, to be fair, the Freelancer... yeah, no, the Freelancer definitely needs a modernization. Big fucking modernization. Alright. Let's get out. Let's recover the cargo and hop into the pilot seat. I mean, this is not a bad ship to work with, to be fair. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Let's be very fucking careful. This whole ship's taken an absolute shit kicking. Yeah, no shit. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, we are really having to fucking be careful with this. Okay, let's be exceptionally careful. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's play it extra safe today. Let's not fuck around. Jesus Christ. Okay. Right, let's carefully fly to, like, around the planet, if you please. Oh, God. I'm genuinely terrified. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Like, this ship is definitely on the bad side of fucked. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. Right. Yeah, let's fly her cautiously. Fly her cautiously to yeah, this is fine. We can manage this. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but luckily for us, we should be able to just to get what we need out of the... Yeah. As long as we don't fuck around and hit anything, the ship won't instantly detonate. But it feels like it can. Like, any fucking second, the ship's going to be like, ding! And, like, you know the classic, those classical jokes where you have like the plane or the car or the whatever screeching and like revving and, you know, basically desperately trying not to smash into something, and it touches, just ding, and then the whole fucking thing explodes. That's how I feel this ship is right now. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Okay, good. No, not good. Oh, dear God. Okay. It was the right way round. Oh God, no, 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 no. Okay, okay, easy does it, easy does it. Oh God, no, stop, 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 stop. Oh God, oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck happened to the guy who flew this thing, and what the fuck happened? What did he do to get himself shot? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, all right, come on. Easy does it. Just baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. No, 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 no. Easy does. No, 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 no. Up, 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 up. Fuck off! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't touch the thing. Don't touch the thing. The thing must not be touched. Oh God, I'm scraping along the floor. It's fine. 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 Oh dear God. Jesus. That was terrible. Yeah, no shit, the fucking vessel's all damaged. Jesus Christ. I barely got the fuck out of there. I was thinking, oh, maybe we could try and land this thing. As I was trying to fucking go towards it, I'm like, oh, maybe we could perhaps land this thing on the side, make it easier for me to grab my shit. No! Not gonna lie. Kind of dreading this. Because the problem at the moment is when you retrieve these things, and you know what? I'm just gonna pick this up. I'm gonna just pick it up and put it here. Because then I don't fall off the fucking edge. There we go. Solid-ish ground. Cool. Yeah, when you get into the Atlas in the freight elevator, it juts around and it looks like it's about to fall through the fucking earth. So I think anyone who wants to get into one of these things in their own hangar bay, just take it out of the warehouse first, then do it. Okay, sweet. Grandum. Right, put that on the far side. Boom. Nice. Probably send this fucking ship to the bloody breakers yard. Oh. Uninitialized. No, it's tungsten. You can initialize that. There we go. Cool. There you go. So, unfortunately, the poor bastard who was trying to do this didn't quite make it, but you know what? It's okay. Because we did. I did have to sacrifice my Kruger, which, yes, okay, it sucks. You had to abandon the Kruger, but it's a beautiful ship. Very nice ship. It's very, very nice. And it certainly handles itself very well. Now, again, I'm not a combat pilot. So I wouldn't... If I was a decent combat pilot, I probably would have, like, done it in half or a third of the time. Right, okay. Is that done? That looks like that's done. Okay. Okay. Oh, God, 3 bloody hours. Jesus. Well, we've been doing this for a while, so... Yep, nope, that seems fair enough. Right, let's store this shit. Yep. Woo!
Perfect. Love to see a successful delivery. You did such a good job. You should probably take another contract as soon as possible, right? Talk soon.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I believe with all of that done and said, I think this is a good time for us to wrap things up for today. So we've been playing a pretty decent amount, got a good chunk of work done, and more importantly, pardon me, more importantly, we've been able to get some progress. Hopefully, I'm getting close to getting to level 4. Pardon me. Fucking hell, getting hiccups now. Hopefully, I'm getting close to reaching tier 4 in terms of rewards. That is the hope. That is indeed the hope. Right, okay, sweet. Send that down. Cool. Yeah, no. Yeah, hopefully that'll be something that we can get fairly soon. And once I've got the once I have got the tier 4, tier 5, I'm gonna start focusing and getting the getting towards Hurston, and we'll be operating from the Everest Harbour with the raft, hopefully. How much money do I have? Not an unreasonable amount. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, do let me know in the comments section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And if you'd like to see more of this, do let me know. I probably will do some live streaming of this to a certain extent. I want to say perhaps tomorrow, not tomorrow, maybe Friday. I'm not too sure. Like, I'll see what's going on with that one. But I might do some streaming during the midday or something like that. So, if you want to see more, feel free. And I'll Hello, I just realised I got the bloody quick flare on me. GG. But yeah, if you want to see more, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And if there's anything else you want, if you feel that there's any other feedback, would appreciate it. And finally, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.